Now, moving forward, we got to talk about his stage beef with Pac. I do believe that his headband around his head on this picture is paying homage to the checkerboard print pattern. But him and Pac were damn near both in on what they were supposed to do. The gangster rap, the beef, the wars, all that stuff, they pretty much ignited why hip-hop is so toxic to this day. You know, they were actually being used. And he actually wore this bandana in a few other videos. But like I said, I do think it's showing homage to the checkerboard print pattern. It's just disguised differently. You know what I'm saying? What does that say? I forgot what that says. But Big was in a lot of songs I didn't even know about. It's like some type of Jamaican song he was in with some dude back in the day. But let me talk about this with him and Pac. For some reason, and I think Pac got skull and bones on this picture. So I didn't even notice that. So he got skull and bones on and Big got the checkerboard print pattern. And it's funny that these two dudes was friends at first, and then they had some type of fake violence where he got attacked, and then that ignited this huge beef. It was all staged, the entire part. But the main part I want to point out is that the fact that Pac always threw up this hand sign, which is supposed to stand for the West Coast. And then when you look at it, Pac always threw this sign up, but Pac was really from the East Coast. He's not from the West Coast. He was born in the East. He's born in New York, just like Big. I don't know where he's born at, but I know he's from the East Coast. So if Big's from the East Coast, why is he throwing up the West Side hand sign? All right. Now, if you type in West Side hand sign on Google, this pops up. Look, West Coast hand sign. This pops up. So if this is supposed to mean for the West, why was Big always throwing it up? You can type it in on Google right now. West Coast hand sign. This hand sign will pop up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Pac was a dick rider. He came over there and started dick riding the West Coast. He's really from the East Coast, but he always threw this up. I thought it meant West Side my whole life. But come to find out, Big threw this hand sign up a lot, and he's from the East Coast. Why'd he throw it up? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys why. That's really the Murano hand sign for hidden Jew. Now, the West Side hand gesture, or the triad claw Murano gesture, signals the letters M and W, which symbolize 666, form the 3 V's. The letter V is Wa in Hebrew and Vav in Gematria, and is a 6th letter in both. Okay, so when you see these guys throwing up that hand sign, they're really throwing up 666, and it's also the hidden hand or the hidden hand sign of the Jew. So that's why we always seeing these rappers throw it up. You know, that's not, like I said, Big is from the East Coast. So the Great Secret Society is the story of this ascent of the Kabbalists to world power, says Livingston. Ordinary Jews and people in general have no idea how they are being manipulated. These Kabbalists believe that Lucifer is the true God. They care nothing for their own nations. Their whole aim in life is to humiliate and degrade mankind and prove God that the human experience is a failure. They are gradually achieving this goal through their covert control of the economy, education, media, and government. Dang, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. That is crazy. But it makes a lot of sense on why they move the way they do and do the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Constantly trying to degrade humans and make us be as dumb as possible so they can show the human experiment is pretty much dumb. You know, we're all here to end up finding ourselves and we end up doing more with our lives. But I see what's going on. That makes a lot of sense from that passage. Now, let's look at all the different hand signs. Here you see all these different people right here throwing up the Murano hand sign, and you see Pac right there in the lower right corner doing the same thing as well. You know what I mean? They're like this hand sign was hidden in a lot of paintings back in the early, you know, whatever years these were painting. Even your boy Adolf Hitler was throwing up this hand sign as well. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at Big, he's constantly throwing his hand sign up throughout all his pictures. Areas with Diddy, who knows what they did to this poor the real Aaliyah before they cloned her. He's always throwing his hand sign up, but he's supposed to be from the East Coast. Craig Mack was hideous, boy. R.P. Craig Mack. You know what I'm saying? But he's supposed to be from the East Coast. Why is he always throwing up this hand gesture? You know what I mean? Why? Because Big is down with them boys. No doubt about it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. He threw his hand sign way more than Pac did. I never even knew he did it. Threw his hand sign up this much. You know what I'm saying? But Big was clearly letting y'all know that he's followed the Kabbalists and he's down with them boys. Now, this is another hand sign that I pointed out that him and Pac also did. I didn't even know Big had this photo, man. You know, Pac is a little more famous than Big, but Big was letting it be known that he was down with the boys throughout all these photos. When I went searching for it, I found so many different images of him. So many different images of him where you see Pac doing the same exact thing. Him and Pac got so many similarities, it makes no sense. And we're going to go through a few rappers that threw this hand sign up so y'all can know that it's done on purpose at this point. You know, you got Ludacris right here. He's one of them. I kind of figured he was down. I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, he's down. You got Eminem with throwing up the hand sign as well. You got Jadakiss, he's doing the hand sign. A lot of these rappers are always caught doing it, man. They all let you know they're part of the brotherhood. That's why they throw these hand signs up. It's like it's a code to the whole world. Like, hey, we're part of it. And y'all won't even be able to keep up with this because there's so many different rappers that do this. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J, YK Osiris. You know what I mean? So many different rappers have thrown this hand sign up. And it makes no sense at this point. I don't know who this big forehead dude is. I think it's a Flow Rider, big forehead ass. You know, look at Snoop. Snoop doing it as well. Snoop is another one. All these guys are clearly agents. Nas came up in the same generation as Biggie. He even admitted to drinking his own sperm and semen. What's his name? Zaytoven doing the hand sign. You know what I'm saying? So that should conclude that part. But I will say Big stayed with the honeys. He stayed with Faith Evans for a minute, even though she banging on Stevie J now, which is weird. I actually got a photo where he was in one of the photos back in the day with them. You know what I'm saying? He was with Little Kim when she was really Little Kim. I hate how she looks now. Little Kim looks terrible. And we also got to talk about why he had the 666 jacket on. A lot of these celebrities watch 666. Like you see from this picture, this is a little collage that I found where multiple celebrities had 666 on their shirt. A lot of these celebrities do. I'll tell you, man, and that number's hijacked. It's not a bad number at all, but it's been a hijack, and it means they took it and made it something what it was not. You know what I'm saying? And look, right here, clear as day, Big rocked it out in the public. And that hand gesture he's doing is another one that makes sonic gestures. But we're going to get to this on part 3. This is going to conclude part 2. And part 3, we're going to go through his 666, and we're going to also go into his videos and break those down as well. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's the boy, Dwayne McClain, Dwayne McClain TV. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Motherfucking no-go, see the figure rolls, oh the bank close, got a bankroll, well under ATM when the bank closed, and I feel like a walking lick, rock a motherfucking no-go, see the figure roll, on a bankroll, pockets on swole, I'm a bankroll, little homie talking shit, now that niggas eyes closed. No, I'm talking shit, ain't trying to go out like bang roll. On time you talk them bricks when your ass playing Saints Row. What you gonna do when the count froze? What you gonna do when the stash low? That's why you always gotta keep cash. Burn through the money, got a heat rash. About to make it rain, what's the forecast? Me versus you, that's a mismatch. P, you fucking these bitches, bro? Hell nah, that's a no-no. I'll take her straight to the crib. Hit them up, then I gotta go-go. Oh, the bank closed, got a bankroll. Well, under ATM when the bank closed, and I feel like a walking lick. Walking motherfucking no-go, see them figure rolls, oh the bank closed, got a bankroll, well under ATM when the bank closed, and I feel like a walking lick, rockin' motherfucking no-go, see the figure rolls, on my bankroll, pockets on swole, I'm a bankroll, yeah nigga, I'm a fucking bankroll, you niggas ain't nothing but couch potatoes. Sitting in your mama crib, riding all this shit, taking pictures and shit, flexing. You ain't got no will, spending money on a bitch and your lights off, nigga. Bitch, you got a Boost mobile phone, you broke ass nigga. All you motherfucking niggas broke, nigga. PA, nigga, real nigga shit.